All right, my friends, good morning. Yesterday we started working with time on the half hour. And when we work with time on the half hour, we look at our clock and we know that when we're showing time on the half hour, our minute hand, our longer hand, is pointing to the 6, right? Because it hasn't gone a full time around. So if I look at my clock right there and it says, right now it would say, let's talk about our time to the hour first. My clock would say 1 o'clock, right? Because my hour hand is pointing to the 1 and my minute hand is pointing to the 12. So when we're at the 12, it's o'clock. It means it's on the hour. Now, yesterday we started talking about what happens when the clock starts to move around, okay? When our clock starts to move around. So when I have it at 1 o'clock, when I have it at 1 o'clock, if this minute hand starts to move, if it starts to move and pass the hour and it moves to the 6, when it's pointing to the 6, it means it's half past. So when I look at my clock, because it hasn't gone around the full hour, it's still pointing between the 1 and the 2. It's not quite at 2 o'clock yet. It still needs to move all the way on this side of the clock. But right now, it's sitting at the 6, so it means it's at 30. It's 30 minutes past that 1 o'clock. So we say it is 1:30, okay? Now, if it goes all the way up there, it becomes 2 o'clock. It's gone all the way around. But if it moves down to the 6 again, it's going to say it hasn't gone around all the way. So it's not quite moving all the way to 3 o'clock. It's going to be 2:30. Very good. And when it gets all the way back up, now it has become 3 o'clock. Very good. If it moves back down here, it means it is 3:30. Very good. All right. This morning what we're going to do is I'm going to read you a fun story called What Time Is It, Mr. Crocodile? And then we're going to work on sorting our clocks by the hour or the half hour. So our story is called What Time Is It, Mr. Crocodile? All right. Down by Bristlecone Bay, where the Wiffle Wash play, Mr. Crocodile Esquire, that means he's a lawyer, is planning his day. Things to do tomorrow. 9 o'clock, wake up. 10 o'clock, eat breakfast. 11 o'clock, swim. 12 o'clock, go to town. 1 o'clock, visit the library. 2 o'clock, shop for food. 3 o'clock, bath and snack. 4 o'clock, catch those pesky monkeys. 5 o'clock, cook those pesky monkeys. 6 o'clock, eat those pesky monkeys. And 7 o'clock, read a story. And 8 o'clock, sing a lullaby to me. So all of his times on his schedule are o'clock times, on the hour. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to wiggle my toes, time to put on my clothes, time to brush every teeth until it sparkles and glows. Oh my goodness. And then the monkeys are at his house. And what time is it on his clock in his house? If you look, what time is it? 9 o'clock. Very good. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to start off my day at the Stingray Cafe with a barnacle bagel and sea slug souffle. All right, so he said at what time? 10 o'clock. He's going to go eat his breakfast, right? What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to plunge in the bay, time to splash, time to play, time to practice my crocodile water ballet. All right, and if we look at his clock, it's a little, so I'm making my clock there. It is 11 o'clock. Good job. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to roll into town, time to twirl round and round, time to skate right side up, or yikes, upside down. And there he is going upside down. Now, what time is it in town? It is 12 o'clock. Very good. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to take a quick look for a recipe book. Hurry up, I've got monkeys to cook. Oh no. And I just think it's so funny because his monkeys are with him. What time is it when he's in the library? Look at that hour hand. Very good. It's pointing to the 1 and the big hand is pointing to the 12. So it's 1 o'clock. He wants to get home to cook. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to shop where it's smart at the Crocodile Mart. How did all those bananas get in my cart? Okay, so now he's at the market and it is 2 o'clock. His clock's right over there, but I'm putting mine if you can't see it. Who put all the bananas in his cart? Those poor monkeys that he thinks he's going to eat. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to soak, time to dream, time to plot, time to scheme, time to guzzle croc-cola and seaweed ice cream. Ay, ay, ay. What time is it when he's doing all this? 3 o'clock. Good job. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to capture my meal as I sit at the wheel of my marvelous monkey collecting mobile. Oh my goodness, what time is it here now that he's going? I'll put this over here so you can see his mobile. He's trying to catch all the monkeys at 4 o'clock. Good job. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to cook? I'm too tired. I am so uninspired because my plan to catch the monkeys completely backfired. That means it didn't work, right? Look at that. The monkeys didn't get caught. And what time is it? Uh-oh, it's 5 o'clock. What's he going to do for dinner? He had planned to eat those monkeys. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to say I was rude with a bad attitude, and I'd much rather have you as friends than as food. Who's been helping him all day? The monkeys. And then he was going to eat them. What time is it when he decides he's going to be friends with them? 6 o'clock. Very good. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Oh, it's time to read about Fred, who bumped his poor head, and the 5 little monkeys that bounced on his bed. Look at all the monkeys dancing on his bed. What time is it as he's reading the story? 7 o'clock. Good job. What time is it, Mr. Crocodile? Time to sing a sweet tune 'neath the crocodile moon. Time to whisper, I hope you'll be coming back soon. So what time is it when he's singing to the monkeys? It's 8 o'clock. And where are the monkeys all going? They're all going home. Down by the Bristlecone Bay where the Wiffle Wash play, Mr. Crocodile, Esquire, is planning his day. So now he's back to planning his day, but listen how his day is different. 9 o'clock, he's going to wake up. 10 o'clock, he's going to eat breakfast. At 11 o'clock, instead of just going swimming by himself, he's going to teach his new friends, the monkeys, how to swim. At 12 o'clock, he's going to go to town like he did. 1 o'clock, he's going to visit the library to get good monkey stories. 2 o'clock, shop for food. Lots of bananas. 3 o'clock, take a bath and a snack. 4 o'clock, play catch with the nice little monkeys. Instead of catching the monkeys, he's going to play catch with them. At 5 o'clock, instead of cooking those pesky monkeys, he's going to cook for those nice monkeys. At 6 o'clock, instead of eating the pesky monkeys, he's going to eat with the pesky monkeys. At 7 o'clock, he's going to read a story, but no bouncing this time. And at 8 o'clock, he's going to sing a lullaby together with the monkeys. And here are all the monkeys. And what time is it when they all come back to his bedroom when he's trying to sleep? Midnight. Those monkeys should be in bed. All right, my friends, good job. I hope you enjoyed that story. All right, what we're going to do right now is we're going to do a little clock sort. So you have your paper right here. And what I'd like you to do is right away put your name up at the top of the paper. Okay. Let's put our name up at the top of the paper. Okay. And what I'd like you to do is down at the bottom, we have a bunch of clocks. Can you go ahead and cut those clocks out for me, please? All right. We've been talking about our clocks, and we've been talking about whether we're telling time to the hour or if we're telling time to the half hour. When we're telling time to the hour, our minute hand is pointed to the 12, right? When we're telling half hour time, our minute hand is pointing to the 6, and we say 30, right? Or half past, because 30 is half of that full 60. All right, so go ahead and get those clocks cut out. And Mr. Crocodile, he had a lot of O clocks, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to practice and see if we can get a couple of those 30s in too. All right, so let's pick up a clock. Okay, can you find this clock? All right, let's take a look. Where is our hour hand pointing? It's pointing to the, right? It's pointing to between the 4 and the 5. But where is our big hand? It's pointing to the 6. So we know that this is a half hour clock. And if it's pointing between the 4 and the 5, it means it hasn't gotten completely to the 5 yet. So it is only 4:30. Very good. All right. We have two sides of our clock. We have an hour side and we have the half hour. Would this clock be showing an O clock, or would it be showing a half hour? It's showing a half hour. It's showing 4:30. Very good. So we're going to take a little bit of glue and we're going to put that clock on the half hour side because it's pointing to the 6. Very good. All right, let's take a look at this one. Can you find this one for me? Okay. The hour hand is pointing right at the 9, and it's pointing up at the minute hand is pointing up to the 12. So this is 9 o'clock. So is this an hour or a half hour? It's an hour. Good. Because it's saying o'clock. So it's saying to the hour. Very good. All right. How about this one? Can you find this one? Okay, let's take a look. The hour hand is pointing right at the 5, but where's that minute hand pointing? Up at the 12. So it says it is 5 o'clock. Very good. So is that an hour or is that a half hour? It's an hour. Good job. Let's put that on our hour side. Okay, so we have 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and we have 4:30. Very good. All right, let's pick up another one. How about this one? Okay, right away we see that it's pointing to the 6, so we know that this is a 30. This is a half hour. Let's figure out what half hour it is. All right, it's pointing between the 3 and the 4. Because it hasn't gone completely around yet, it can't be 4:30. It is 3:30. So on our clock, 3:30, is that on the hour or is that the half hour? It's a half hour. Good job. Okay, how about this clock? This says, let's take a look. Where's our minute hand? Right away, it's pointing. It's up at the 12, so we know it's an o'clock, right? It's an hour. So let's see what time it is. It is 10 o'clock. And is this an hour or a half hour? It's an hour. Good job. So we're going to put that 10 o'clock on our hour side. All right, let's take a look at this clock. Okay, let's look right away at that the minute hand. It's pointing down to the 6. Very good. All right, so we know it's going to be a 30, right? Because it's halfway around the clock. Now let's look and see where our hour hand is. It's pointing between the 12 and the 1. Very good. It hasn't gone completely around yet, so it can't be at 1:30. It can't be at 1 yet, right? So it has to be 12:30. Very good. Is that an hour or a half hour? 12:30 is a half hour. Good job. All right, and let's take a look at one more. Okay, or we have 2 more actually. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Where is our minute hand pointing? It's pointing to the 6. Very good. And where's our hour hand? It's between the 8 and the 9, right? Okay, so we know it hasn't gone completely around yet, so it can't go to that next number. So it must be 8:30. Very good. Is that a half hour or an hour? 8:30 is a half hour. Good job. All right, and our last one. Let's take a look at it. All right, our hour hand is pointing to the 12, so we know it's an o'clock. It's an o'clock, right? Let's see where our minute hand is pointing to the 12. That's an o'clock. Our hour hand is pointing to the 1, so we know it is 1 o'clock. Hour or half hour? It is an hour. Good job. All right. Let's just take a quick look and we'll check. Let's check our clocks. Make sure. So on the hour, let's see. 9 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Those are all our hours. Now let's take a look at this side. We have 4:30, 3:30, 12:30, and 8:30 on our half hours. All right, my friends, excellent job on sorting your clocks from hour, clocks that are showing you an hour, and clocks that are showing a half hour. Good job, friends.